Good morning. My name is Huntyr Schwegman, and welcome to the continued Spotlight on Education presented by Neosho County Community College, where we highlight various programs and events happening each week at NCCC. In today's episode, we will be highlighting the Computer Information Systems and the Computer Support Specialist program paths. And I'm sitting here with Computer Science Instructor Jon Seibert. Jon, how's it going today?
Pretty good, Hunter. Thanks for having me today.
Jon, as we get rolling into this interview, I'd like to give people a little bit of background on you before we talk about the program. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe where'd you go to school, what's your background in the tech field, but what maybe inspired you to teach and come to Neosho County Community College?
Sure. So I got my bachelor's degree from DeVry University in Network and Communications Management back in 2008. And just a month out of school, I came to work here at Neosho as a desktop support technician. Fast forward, 12 or so years later, and I was the CIO here for a couple of years. The instructor position came open, and I kind of passed on it at first, but after it sat open for a year, I looked at it again and decided I wanted to make a change, and I'm glad I did. I really enjoy it.
So you mentioned that you were the CIO, and so you were working on the back end for the college, but then you decided to make the jump and switch to teaching. What kind of inspired that change for you?
Yeah, so I talked to a couple of people that had worked here for a long time, including the instructor that had the position beforehand, and just kind of talked through what the position was like. And I'd been teaching as an adjunct for a while beforehand, even when I was the CIO, so I kind of had a feel for it. It was something that I really enjoyed, and after talking with them, I thought it was something that I would enjoy to do full time, and so that's when I decided to make the change.
Moving on to look at the two programs that you kind of oversee, what is kind of the difference between the Computer Information Systems and the Computer Support Specialist program path?
So it's pretty simple. The Computer Information Systems program, it focuses mostly on programming, so we have several different programming classes that we take you through really a lot of the same material, just in different languages. So we do Java, C++, Visual Basic, and then we have some web design language as well as some other programming things that we offer. The Computer Support Specialist program, it focuses more like in the help desk scenario. So like if you wanted to be a support technician, network support, desktop support, that kind of thing.
When it comes to the curriculum and the things that you're teaching these students, I know you mentioned that you look at a variety of different languages and scenarios that they're going to face in their positions, but how do these programs stay with the current trends of the tech industry, and how do you stay current with technological advancements to keep the curriculum relevant for the students?
So a couple of years ago when I decided to take the instructor position, I had to further my education, so I completed my master's degree with Fort Hays State University in cybersecurity, so that helps. I also currently have 5 certifications with CompTIA, which is an industry standard third-party organization that kind of helps you test your knowledge. So a lot of our programs are designed to help students also attain certifications like that. They can also get degrees with us. But really what it boils down to is a lot of the training that we use, it's updated continually and regularly. So it helps to keep us on the forefront to make sure we're not teaching students about floppy disks and things like that.
At Neosho County Community College, new classes are starting all the time. Neosho County Community College offers a wide variety of in-person, online, and hybrid courses in 16, 12, and 8-week formats. Don't have time to attend class during the day? We also offer evening classes to fit your schedule. From English and Communications to nursing and career and tech ed programs, Neosho County Community College offers something for everyone. Contact advising@neosho.edu to enroll at Neosho County Community College today. Do either of these programs kind of build towards like maybe bachelor's degrees, or what kind of certifications are students looking to get when they take this program?
So the Computer Information Systems program, it's focused mostly on just a degree in programming. The Computer Support Specialist program, it has quite a few more options. So there's certifications that you can obtain here through Neosho. There's certifications that you can obtain through a third party, CompTIA, as I mentioned before. Those are pretty widely recognized across the IT industry as, good, acceptable certifications. And outside of that, again, you can get your degree here with Neosho as well. You can also move on, take that degree and move on with a 4-year university as well.
I know you mentioned teaching the students a variety of different programming languages and things like that, but what are some of those languages, and then what are some of the other skills that they learn in either program?
So in the computer science program, we deal with Java, C++, Visual Basic, HTML, things of that nature. Some of that is crossed over into the computer support specialist program as well. But some things that you can learn in either program would be how to troubleshoot software, hardware issues, things like that. Web design, so we have an intro web design that's kind of basic that uses a content management platform, as well as an advanced web design class where you're actually coding, and then as well as some security and networking as well.
What type of technology or equipment do students have access to in these programs, and are these instruments up to date and reflective of what's being used out in the current industry?
So everything that we use for the most part is in a virtual environment. So this helps the college to be able to provide up-to-date, high-end equipment that's, if you were to buy that, it could be thousands and thousands of dollars. But where it's in a virtual environment, it acts the exact same way as a physical piece of equipment. It just is not a physical piece of equipment. So it allows us to show students what the latest and greatest things are. The vendor that we use constantly updates this to keep it up to date with the latest and greatest. So it allows us to show students what to expect when they get out into the field instead of something that, was 5 or 10 years ago. They're looking at stuff that's out there today.
Are you looking to learn a new skill or maybe make a career change? Neosho County Community College has you covered with our evening welding classes. Starting January 21st and running through May 18th, join us every Tuesday and Wednesday from 5 to 9:30 p.m. at the Mitchell Career and Technology Center. Whether you're a beginner or looking to advance, we offer both Level 1 and Level 2 courses. So visit neosho.edu/welding to learn more information and to enroll today. What type of jobs do students end up working in after earning a degree in either program here?
So some example career opportunities would be like desktop support technician, network support and administration, website administration, systems managers or administrators, systems or security analysts, website developers, cloud administration, network administration, or even database administration. So we get into a lot of different things at least a basic view. Some of the things, depending on what they are, we get in quite a bit deeper, but it at least experiences students to a lot of different areas, and that, in my opinion, helps students to be able to know what they, what their passion is, so they can move forward on whatever path they want to go to from there.
Do you have any specific stories of students who moved on from your program and ended up in a job that you thought was pretty neat?
Yeah, we had a student, it's been about 2 or 3 years ago now, that once he graduated, he moved out to California and was actually working for Google for quite a while. And he was also working for Cisco for a while. And I haven't talked to him in the last year or so, but last I had heard, he was out in California in the Silicon Valley area still out there making that dollar.
For someone who might be interested in working in the tech field, but they're kind of unsure of what they want their career to look like, how do you recommend which program a student should take, be it CIS or CSS?
So what I'd recommend is just for them to get in touch with me either over the phone or through email. So one of the first questions I always ask a student is what their goal is. So a student's goal may be to go right into the workforce. It may be to get a certification. It may be to take 1 or 2 classes just to increase their knowledge. It may be to get a degree here and go somewhere else. There's all kinds of different paths that a student can take. So I like to get that information from them. That helps us together make a better decision on what path is best for them. So there's, again, as I mentioned, lots of different paths that they can take. Lots of different options out there, and so we're not just sitting here trying to get degrees. There's a lot of other success stories out there of students that have gotten certifications or even just taken a few classes and been successful in the goal that they wanted to achieve.
For a potential student that might be already in the field working and in a full-time job that they don't want to leave, are there options for them to still take these classes and get a degree in computer science?
Yeah, there is. So almost all of these classes can be taken online. So again, the software that we use is virtual, so it allows students that are either here in person or online to get that hands-on experience in a virtual environment. So they can take that online.
Well, Jon, I think you did a pretty good job of giving our listeners a bit of an overview of the 2 programs that you oversee, and I'd like to just thank you again for sitting down with me and giving us an overview of the Computer Information Systems and the Computer Support Specialist programs.
Thanks, Hunter. Yeah, I appreciate your time. I'd really encourage anybody who's interested, even if they just not sure what they want to do exactly, just to reach out to me and we can talk through it and see if there's something that we can do to help them out.
And that concludes the continued Spotlight on Education presented by Neosho County Community College. My name is Hunter Schwegman, and I'd like to thank you all for listening today. Tune in next week as we highlight more programs and events happening at NCCC. Go Show!